Welcome back, everybody. Couch Surfing Podcast, Season 3, Episode 5. We're in February, halfway through. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I forgot to text you on Tuesday.
I didn't text you either, though.
I'm sorry.
About what?
I don't know. I just forgot to text you, man. Love you. Bye. All right. So, anyhow, quick fact of the day. Did you know this? Is that according to the scholars and the knowledge people of the world, they say that what makes a library, or what would say this is a library. They say that it takes 1,000 books to be considered a library. 500 is where they say it starts to feel like it, but it's not. It starts to feel like it. But 1,000 books is a library. I'm looking over here, off camera, at my shelves. I'm definitely not there, but I feel like I'm at 500 for sure. Right?
That's what I was wondering with all of your...
So you gotta go, so that, I know for a fact,
books.
I know that's 74.
Oh,
So
man.
74 plus 72 plus 28 plus 37 plus 101. Nice, thank you. One piece. And then that's 20 plus like another 35 plus another 33. So on my shelf alone, I got about 360 books.
Yeah, you're getting really close.
I feel like I'm getting close to
Grace's
500.
books are a lot bigger.
Bigger, so they take up a lot more space.
But
I feel like she's got to have...
like she's got 140 books.
Yeah, she's probably got at least 200.
That's what I mean,
Right?
like 140 books in that area.
I feel like we're at around 500.
It does not feel like a library in here, let me tell you.
Not yet. We're gonna keep buying. I do.
So
have,
how much?
what?
If you spent $10 a book, what's 1,000 times 10? 10,000.
10,000. Yeah.
$10,000 to start your own library.
Pretty much what it would take. But
Startup cost is low.
yeah, but obviously, like I said, I try my best of getting books. Oh, hello. Ashlyn wanted to join the podcast. Say hello. As always, Ashlyn is alive and well.
As always.
As always.
As previous records.
As she sniffs into the mic and everything. She's a happy cat. But yeah, I try my best on my books to get them. I feel like I can average around getting them $6 a book.
Okay.
Is what I feel like I'm pretty good at. I try not to pay over 10.
Yeah.
Like if I'm buying them in bulk, because there's just no point if they're $10, because I can just go to Barnes and Nobles and buy, or go to Amazon and buy them for $9.99. Like,
yeah.
So I feel like I can usually get in between 6 to 8, save like a couple dollars here and there.
Yeah.
But now, obviously, I have 360 books. Now, I do have a list of books to buy left.
Oof.
Now, there's a lot on here, but the main list of books that I would want.
The whole list is the main list.
The whole list, the main list, is 117 is what I have left to go. So that would make it 450.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure I can squeeze another 50 in there somewhere to make it 500 just on my side.
You can start an anime library, or it's starting to feel like an anime library. I will say, it does feel like an anime library.
Yeah, it does. It does. At one point, if anyone has been to my house, you've seen my collection of anime books. It's quite intense. It's quite popular among the ladies. Not really. It's more popular with Sarah's like third grader, kids and stuff like that, and even Grace's kids at her work.
Oh, really? They're really into it?
Yeah, kids with a lot of behavioral issues for some reason really love anime.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Grace told me that they one time were at lunch talking, or she heard the kids talking about anime or something like that, about Naruto.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I know Naruto. And they're like, no, you don't. There's no way. And she's like, yeah, Naruto Uzumaki and his friend Sasuke. And they're like, what? How do you know this? And he's like, oh, my husband, he's in anime, and then she shows them the photo Sarah did, and they freak out. They're like, oh my god! And they start zooming in on everything. Look at that! Oh my god, he has this? No way!
That's funny.
And I feel pretty cool But at the same time, I'm like, should I feel cool that, kids under the age of 15 are saying I'm dope?
Hey man, you're just playing a role. Somebody's gotta do it, and you're the best guy for the job. I mean,
yeah, you wouldn't look at me and be like, that guy reads anime.
Not at all.
Yeah. And then you come home and I'm like, yeah, I have a problem. But
not a problem.
Like I said before, getting into it a little bit, speaking about books, I talked about, I was on the anime kick, got all the way through One Piece, caught up to 101. 102 comes out in April, so I got some time to kill. So once I did that, I was going to start like another mini-series, like, 7 books or something, but I decided to start listening, reading, more so listening and looking at the words on the pages, to Lord of the Rings. That's what I said. I
started with the first book.
Started with technically, you get first book, second book. I didn't start with The Hobbit, I started with Fellowship. It's been great. I'm already like I'm more than halfway through. I'll show it to you later. It says I'm 60% of the way done, but I swear it looks like I'm 75% of the way done. At least looking at the book and where my bookmark is. Like the halfway mark, I see it. I'm like almost like at the end. I don't know why it's saying I'm at.
Dang.
The tracker I have is saying I'm at 60. I'm like, I'm gonna be done pretty soon.
Do you think that it's the first and second book?
No, it's definitely not, because so
that's kind of wild.
I'm on chapter 17 of 22. 17 of 22, and I have a total of 1, 2, 3. I have a total of like 4 hours left of listening.
And it was a 20-hour?
It's probably more than that. I mean, I don't know. Because some of these things it's like different, lengths.
Yeah.
But, dude, and like I said, I've been listening to it on the treadmill at when I go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I just zone out listening to this, and it's so good. And now we're getting into like a little bit like the wars over battles and stuff. Yeah, I know, as jet flies over. But we're getting to like the battle scenes, and the battle scenes come on, and I crank the speed up on it, and I start running
like you're in the war.
Yeah, like I'm in it. And I'm like, dude, this is insane. But it is interesting. Just because I already know so much about Lord of the Rings. I already know so much about it because I've just watched the movie so much in depth, and then I've watched countless YouTube videos on the books and just the characters and stuff. So I just know so much about them. But it's interesting reading the books and visualizing the movie, which is really nice. But seeing the differences, I'm like, that's not the movie. They'll say this person says this line and feels this way. I'm like, but in the movie, it was that person didn't say the line. It was this person. They felt that way. I'm like, I wonder why they would change those things. And it's already in the book like that. Giving these lines and these feelings to this person when it was this person in the book that said it. That's what I find interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to listen. I'll have to watch the movies and then listen to the book.
Well, Grace hasn't seen them either. So once I finish this first book, I'm gonna make her watch it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm
Date night?
Freak out. Yeah, so Lord of the Rings is coming along very nicely. I think after I read the first one, I will take a quick break from it.
Do a 7 series.
Do a quick mini series like Mob. I think I only have to buy 2 more of those, so it would be 10 books, which is 10 days. So I'd take a quick week break on that, and then go back to it. Just so I can stay on top of that with everything. So I think that'd be a good time. But that's been pretty fun. Just being able
guess
to read
what?
that. What?
Speaking about books and New Year's resolutions to read books and whatnot.
Oh yeah, how are things with you?
February 14th is 45 days, halfway through the Bible in 90 days.
So you're halfway.
I'm halfway now.
How's it been?
It's been good.
Yeah?
Yep. I'm in dang. I'm trying to think the end of the Old Testament, really.
Oh, you're not in the new.
Somewhere in no, not yet. Somewhere in
And you're reading, listening to the Bible in a non-chronological. You're reading it in the book order, like how it's presented, right? Or is it in chronological, kind of?
I'm not 100% sure if it's in chronological. I believe it is for the most part, because it went
chronological
Genesis.
Story-wise, not chronological as the book comes. Like, where I'm like, you're reading like the book like this way. It's jumping around, right?
Yeah, my bad. I might. Is that?
No, you're good.
That's
You probably says it right, but when I hear words, sometimes they don't make sense, or not the way I would say it.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I would say if you're listening to it chronologically, that would be jumping around like different things, and if you're reading in book order, it would be you're reading like normal, like you're reading just a normal book, like left to right the whole.
Yeah, so it like jumps around a little, like Genesis and then Job. Like I don't even know if it. I think it did finish Genesis, then Job, then like Numbers and Leviticus and Deuteronomy and all that. And, but yeah, so it's like basically a lot of the prophets as Israel is having its fall leading up to Jesus' time.
Do you feel like you're retaining a lot of it as you listen to it and stuff?
Yes and no.
Do you find yourself zoning out sometimes? Like, oh, shit,
yeah.
You gotta pay attention. Focus back up.
So I listen to it in the mornings from 7 to 8. Basically, it takes an hour a day. And 7 o'clock's literally the second I wake up. I put an AirPod in, I turn it on, and I just go about
your day.
Brushing my teeth, making the bed, making my lunch, having a Celsius or a coffee, making some breakfast.
Sarah's always drinking Celsius at school, man. Be real. Are you sponsored or what, Sarah?
We need to be sponsored because this price is killing me.
Dude, I see.
I drink a ton of them too, dude. I love them.
Are they good?
Yes, they're so good.
Sydney Winfield, that girl I work with, she used to, like, she wasn't, like, sponsored, but she would, like, I don't know how you would say, because she would take, like, Instagram photos, like, with it and, like, tag them and stuff, like, and I think she would get, like, a shipment or, like, something, like, you should get, like, 12, like, a pack of 12, like, every month, like.
Dude, Sarah, start posting, tagging them, like, Teachers for Celsius. We'll make a fucking campaign.
But her V-Reel is, like, her with the Celsius always at school.
Oh, yeah.
At school, at her desk. I'm like, where the fuck is this girl getting all these Celsius?
But she, like, sips them from, like, 7 in the morning till, like, noon some days. I don't know how that's possible.
I don't know
I drink it in, like, 10 minutes, and I'm like,
let's
chugging. Do something.
I am chugging.
One of the dudes at work in the morning's like, man, I can tell you had your Celsius today. Like, I come to work,
just,
like,
yeah.
But,
let's do this.
So, yeah, I'm listening to it as I'm doing things, so sometimes, I do zone out a little.
Yeah.
But I think for me, and this is funny, this is just the way that I listen to books in general. I listen to books while I'm doing stuff, and I listen to them all the time. So I've listened to most of the books that I have on audio 3, 4, some of them like 10 plus times. Mm-hmm. So I pick up things that I didn't pick up sometimes and like rehear the same thing over and over again. And I just think that for me, I enjoy it that way. I would like to have a time where I sit down and maybe focus a little more.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to, as weird as this sounds, just like get through it as many times as possible.
You're also trying to stay committed on the track and the habit of doing it and stuff like that, and not falling behind. So like I said, you're trying to get through it, but you're just trying to be consistent and staying on. And
like that's the thing.
But doing that means like getting through it. Like gotta do it.
Yeah. So like I think that's a good point too. That just made me think like if I can do this for like a year, then I can take an hour. Well, like since the problem is that I'm doing something, but I could take the time in the morning, just sit down for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. But anyway. But yeah. So it's been going good.
Yeah.
45 days through on Valentine's Day. I thought that was kind of funny.
That is pretty funny. Oh no, that's like
halfway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just how it falls.
Yeah.
Basically 45 days after the first of the year.
Dude. That boat sell yet? That's it. You said.
It's for free. No, it's like a week. You can have it. I think you got to figure out how to put a new tire on the trailer and get the trailer out.
Probably get the fucking motor fixed and wire.
Oh yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, dude, we're gonna have to renovate the whole thing.
So, Christian sent me a couple photos of a boat on a trailer. In not the best shape. Give it a solid
1 out of 10.
I would say I'll give it a solid 2 out of 10.
It's a 1 out of 10.
I didn't see any holes in the hull, which I'll
There's
say.
probably animals living in it. It literally looks like a garden bed, the amount of pine straw that's in it.
That'd be really cool, actually, to put that in your backyard and then just fill it with dirt and then grow stuff out of it. Just a cool aesthetic thing, but not practical. I just thought about that. But anyway, yeah, because Christian sent me because I've definitely said before, maybe on the podcast or just fucking in life.
Definitely on the podcast.
Yeah, it would be so cool. Or I am really obsessed with TikToks. In YouTube's TikToks are a little bit better sometimes because they go more in depth and they do every day they'll post one thing, but usually people do boat restoration videos. On YouTube I'll watch those where they'll literally buy this boat and they'll post them cleaning all the crap out, gutting in stuff and putting in new sound or the flooring in there, wiring everything, any fiberglass repair stuff, putting in new seats, painting this, power wire, and then the next day, boom, brand new boat. You're let's go.
Yeah. I watched a ton of those. I watched this dude redo a pontoon boat, and this dude redid the trailer. And then ended up having to sell the trailer because he turned the pontoon into a tri-toon. And, it was, this whole thing. And I think he ended up spending, $20,000, but had basically, $100,000 bar boat, tri-toon. And obviously all the time he spent on it. But it's really cool. And my friend sent it to me, and I was just Colson sent it to me, and
there's just wires hanging out below. I'm fuck.
I was Benton would love that.
I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Oh, I know. And
that's the fun part.
Yeah, no,
Learning.
Exactly. But then I was he doesn't really have a place to keep it. What do
you know who does have a place to keep it? Ty Johnson, the farm.
Yeah,
where Hanson moves him and put it out there.
Oh my gosh, dude,
send it to Hanson in time. Hey, y'all want to vote for your place? Start just fixing it up as we go. Then we'll sell it, or we'll just keep it. Dude, yeah. If that's what I would do, I just feel
if you had nothing else.
If I let's say if
your job was to just do whatever you wanted,
do whatever I want. If I could retire today, I'd first thing to do is probably just buy this boat, make videos, and upload them to the TikTok and YouTube, and let people know the process, and people will watch it that care and stuff, and then see it and let it take off. Promote the podcast on there.
Promote the podcast.
Shoot an episode on the boat.
Exactly.
Out on the water. But yeah, dude, when you sent it to me, I just I thought about it for the next hour. I was just thinking about everything I would do. It would be so much fun to do this. Do all these little things to it. I know. But okay, I want to talk about it. But okay, quick thing was, I don't know. I think I mentioned. I don't think we're gonna get snow this year, dude. I think we're done. I think we're done on snow.
So we didn't get any snow?
No, I don't think we got any snow this winter. Right. I mean, we're mid-February.
I've seen snow in March. I've seen it be 70 degrees, and then literally the next 4 days it would drop 12 inches.
It's gonna be 40 degrees on Saturday, and today's 70.
This is how it happened. This is when you get some of the heaviest snows.
I know, but dude, I don't know, dude. Every day.
I don't think it's gonna happen either. No
every
doubt.
day, I feel like we're getting closer and closer, or farther and farther away from getting snow. The percentage is going.
Dude, we've had spring break at Norfolk Christian, and it snowed 6 inches here.
Yeah. Obviously, there's not too much trust in this forecast, but if I look at the next 2 months, the rest of this month and then all of March, obviously it's predicting no. Oh fuck! There's one day on there that's saying snow. March 15th. It says that there could be a slight snow. A slight snow. A slurry.
That's what I mean. It's really just dependent on.
But it's just not. It's
if
just
a
not
front comes through and drops significantly, and then
I guess
precipitation comes through.
Dude, I just want to.
It'll stick for like 3 days.
I've been saying it for a while, man. I really want a blizzard where like people die. Like I'm talking about. I want like 20-foot drifts up on people's houses, and they can't even open their door to go outside.
You would be hard pressed to get it here, but the guy you should talk to is named Todd. He will tell you all about the craziest snowstorms that he's lived through here.
I'm sure. Dude, he could tell.
Drifts up to the streetlights, he said.
Bro, I believe it. Well, Buffalo this year up there was crazy. They got wild snow. Also, I think it was Mount Washington or Mount something up in like Maine, New York area or something like a couple of weeks ago. They had a big like kind of snow ice storm. It was negative 100 Fahrenheit.
Negative 100.
Negative 100.
Sarah and I watched this video of these people that lived in like the most northern part of Russia.
Oh God!
That they looked like, we thought they were like Chinese, but
really?
Yeah, but they were Russian, and that surprised me. But they like, it was so cold there. It was like, I don't want to misspeak, but it was like negative 150 degrees or something like. And they were sending their little child to school. Like, it was like the most insane lifestyle. And it was like a, documentary of basically what it was like to live there. And holy cow, it was wild what they have to do just to survive in cold like that all the time.
Dude, Mount Washington. Okay, spoke a little bit wrong. Mount Washington, this was on February 4th. They said, so this just happened. But it was, wind chill was negative 108. Temperature was negative 46. Wind gust 172.
That's a hurricane.
It was wild. There's stuff coming through the area. But I mean, it was just like everything was frosty white cold, just frozen.
Dude. I'd be interested. I'm sure there's probably so much damage done by that.
I was freaking out when I saw that come through.
Imagine a winter hurricane.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That's what that was.
That's like Winter Hurricane is. It's like Day After Tomorrow. If you ever seen that movie, great movie. With it, it's the guy from that baseball movie or something where like Angels Outfields. No, I don't know. He's in some type of movie. Whatever, fuck it. But he's in it. It's a good one. The Jake Gyllenhaal's also in it too. I mean, he's like super young, but
yeah. But we like Taylor Swift.
Fuck Jake Gyllenhaal. But yeah. So that I just gotta plug that in there. I'm worried about not getting a snow this year.
We might not. Happen. But it got cold, so cold.
Yeah, there were some cold nights. There's some cold nights. Cold nights. I turned the heat on in my house to 70 heat. Thought I was gonna blow an aneurysm.
You're like, I can't afford this.
Thought I was gonna go broke. Thought I was gonna take out a loan just on my heating. But yeah, so nothing gotta talk about. I will try not to talk about it long. Anything you want to talk about first? Anything?
I don't think. No.
Okay. Gotta talk. Oh no, let's talk about this. This would be a good segue. You had sent in consoles.
Yeah. So Coulson asked,
okay,
what's the better console? An N64?
Grab that right there.
Or a GameCube?
Well, what do you know?
Two of these?
What do you know? We got 2 Nintendo 64s and 1 GameCube on set today.
I did not realize that you had 2
Oh, yeah,
of these.
dude. You got to have 2. Because, yeah, I got 1 memory card for one thing. And it's because this memory card only plays for certain games. Like, you have to have that type of cartridges in. And then this one is for, like, other stuff. But,
that's
yeah.
Wild.
So, I do have 2. You know,
Dude, you need to keep these forever.
Oh, I will. I still play them. I still play them all the time. The Legend of Zelda game that I play, Ocarina of Time, that thing still sells for like $100 a video.
Dude, that's wild.
So, no, I
have not played much of these.
Oh.
We
played this one. We put in work with this one.
Yeah.
And I'm pissed because I lost the Double Dash game because I took it to the frat to like have for like a party like night or something.
Uh-huh.
I think some bitch took it. Stole it from me. Now
sure I can
now all I got in here is NASCAR. No, dude. I can buy Double Dash now. It's $100.
Yeah, but I'll see what I can do.
It's like one of the best games for a GameCube is Double Dash.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. It's $100. What are you doing?
Well, I know where we might be able to buy one for a little cheaper.
Dude, I would love to have it again. But yeah, so we got the GameCube. So I would say,
This is wild.
yeah, dude, gotta have one set always. And you can see all the games I got.
Yeah, you got a literal 8-inch by 8-inch by 7-inch box full of games. Jimmy John sandwiches.
I know, that's great. They literally, whatever. That's cool. So, for me, GameCube, Nintendo 64. Two things come in mind, or there's two games that stick out to me on GameCube. Mario Kart Double Dash, and then Lord of the Rings games were on there. And Lego Star Wars was on there. That was pretty solid. Those are like the top 3 games that I love playing on there. Those are really, really good. Now, Nintendo 64, like I mentioned, Ocarina of Time, it's Zelda, is still, I think, my favorite video game to play. Yeah, it just makes me so happy. Outside of maybe what I'm playing now, which we'll get into. But Tony Hawk is on there. Blitz was on there. I still love playing that. Mario Party, that's solid. James Bond Goldfinger or Goldeye or something, I forget what it was called. That was on there. Donkey Kong, like Donkey Kong 64. I mean, I for me, I'm gonna go with 64. I'm gonna go with 64.
Dang.
That's that. I think that's my thing. I think I'm a little bit cheated with it because it was my first gaming console. Lost my console virginity. My gaming virginity was on a Nintendo 64, and I put in work. On
you got
all
two
those
of
games,
them.
on all those games. Oh yeah.
You like buy Carrington out or something?
Yeah, one of those was his and one of those was mine. Like is what happened, because I think we just fought so much to play that. I think Income and Richard got so sick of us fighting. Like, okay, just fucking we'll buy another one and.
Yeah.
But like you'll have to share the games. We're like, yeah, okay, that's fine, because he want to play certain games, I want to play certain games, so we really like want to play the same game. So it worked out great. Did, no, I'm just kidding. So it worked out great. And we each had 2 controllers, me and a friend, and then he had like something like awesome. That. But yeah, because we were so busy towards each other, like I want to play.
Yeah.
So that's why I have 2, but they're the best, dude. I really do love it. Solid games.
Well, since I didn't really play much of it, I'm going to have to go with GameCube. And I only played GameCube at Thomas Winecube's house.
Oh, nice little meow for you on the mic. No, well, we also played Double Dash.
Well, yeah. I just mean, like, as a nostalgically as a kid growing up. But, yeah, no, we definitely played Double Dash. How long did it take us to...
We played... I think it just took us one day. I think we did it one day. I feel like we just woke up in the morning, and then like lunchtime we started playing it, and you're like, dude, we could beat this game. Like we could get first place or get the first place jersey in every single thing, like in every single car, and get like the head and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like the golden car.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it.
Let's do it.
So we just started going at it, and we played the whole entire day. And just kept playing, and I mean, we crushed it. We flew through it.
Yeah, it was a speed run.
It was a speed run. Dude, we probably set the world record for it at that time. Honestly, we should have recorded it
before it was cool.
Yeah, but we didn't. We got the golden car, and then it was like the South Park episode if people know, it's like, well, it was like, what do we do now? Now we just play the game, like, because we got the golden car, and that was the last thing to do. We were like, well, what do you do? Like, oh, let's just play everything with the golden car now. Like,
literally.
Yeah, that was a funny one. That was a good time.
That was a good time.
But yeah, 60. What did he say? Did he have one?
So he had the 64 and the GameCube. I don't know if he really said. He's probably like yelling if he's watching. Like, I did. I want to say maybe the N64.
Mm-hmm.
But he was talking about like Smash Bros. Melee.
I played Smash Bros. On 64.
Yeah.
I don't think I played Smash Bros. On GameCube. I think I only have it. That's another great game of Smash Bros. On
64.
On 64.
Dude, I'm like looking. Is that Tony Hawk?
Yeah, Tony Hawk. That's Pro Skater 3.
So dude, that's so wild to me that they were making Tony Hawk video games. Like the first one came out during N64, I guess.
Yeah.
So that was the only system he was on then, probably, right?
I guess.
Or maybe a PlayStation 1 game. I forgot that there was a PlayStation 1. My first one was... Stop it. My first one was a PlayStation 2.
PlayStation. First, it came out in 1999, is what it said. Tony Hawk Pro Skater video game came out for it. And I do have that one.
The original, like the number one?
Yeah, I do have that one also. I'm guessing it came out on both 64 and PlayStation.
Gotcha.
But I was watching Tony Hawk was giving some interview lately on a podcast, and they were talking about, like, someone asked, like, what was it like with that first video game? Like, how much did you make? And he said he's like, the first game, he was like, I got a check for $300,000. Like, which back in like 1990, like 2000, like,
yeah,
pretty solid. And then from there, it's like every game now is like millions.
Oh yeah,
millions. He got that just from the first check, like, for the game, like the release.
Dang.
Yeah. Like, dude, like, oh. Because I believe it's Activision.
Yeah, Activision.
That's who makes it. Yeah, something along those lines.
Definitely was.
Yep, Activision.
Dude, Activision. That's wild.
Fucking great. But yeah, so and 64 is the one for me. That's the one for me, 100%. I want them to remaster games so I can play them on like Nintendo Switch or like something else. Like, I want them to remaster the games on the 64 to like other stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe one day.
One day.
One day AI will just do it.
Hopefully. Speaking about video games, what I wanted to say, trying not to talk too much about it.
Goodbye podcast.
Is the Harry Potter game. I know last time I said...
Colson was saying that he didn't play, but he's like, that game looks pretty sick.
Dude, you gotta tell him to get it. I got like 3 people at work to buy it this week.
I forget what systems he has.
It's weird because it kind of is like everything I was hoping for, which is very weird.
That's awesome, though.
Like, I haven't really been let down by it. I thought at first when I started playing it, I was like, oh, like, this is kind of child. Like things are too easy and stuff like that. I'm like, I feel like this is just gonna be a game where I can just push button, like, and like, especially what I was worried about was the fighting. I was worried about dueling stuff, like the fighting scene. Like, the best way to describe it is if you ever played Assassin's Creed, especially like Brotherhood and stuff. The fighting, if you're fighting against 5 people, all you have to do is spam the but like the dodge button.
Yeah.
And when you dodge, you automatically dodge and then kill. And then you wait, you just keep spamming it, and then you dodge, kill. Like, you just do that and everyone dies. I thought it was going to be like that. But they made the fighting in the game pretty solid, where like I'm like hitting you and stuff, and then I'll get a quick notification like that someone's about to attack me that I need to dodge. But it's like 2 seconds, maybe even less. So you get a thing like, and if you like, you don't do it, if you don't take time to stop and then hit like real quick, like you can't do like both at the same time, like you'll get hit, but you'll like be hitting and then you dodge and you can do like an attack but doesn't kill them and you gotta keep fighting. But like there's like combinations to fight killing stuff where like you hit him with like a spell and then a special spell hit and then spell like another special spell. Like,
sounds like the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, that could be something along those lines.
Because you get sort of like your Spidey sense of when someone's going to hit you, but if you don't, react to it, then you're going to get hit, and it's sort of the same thing. Like, there's all these ridiculous combo moves that you can do that you have to, like, learn if you want to be efficient at, like,
if you want to finish someone and kill, like, people, or, like, kill people, like, pretty fast, like, in the game, like, you have to, like, do these like 10 hit button like combo stuff to finish one person and stuff while still dodging stuff. So no, it's been very good.
But it's not Dark Souls.
No, it's not Dark Souls. It's not a dark game.
Yeah.
I think maybe honestly it's probably rated T. Maybe it's definitely not M. I know that. I don't think it's E, but
E10.
Maybe it could be E10. I don't know. But it the customization of it, flawless.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so good. So my favorite thing that I am so glad they did was what you earn is obviously there's XP to earn, but you get that by like doing stuff, fighting and all that. But like in chest and things like that, there's what you either get is money, like gold. Or
no Bitcoin?
No. Or you get clothing, or you get accessories. Clothing can consist of like head and glasses, or it's hats, face stuff, scarves, robes or capes, outfit, like your shirt and like pants combo. Those are like together. And then your wand is customizable, and your broomstick is customizable, and I'm sure you can customize maybe like your like hippogriff, like your flying thing. I haven't got to that point yet. I got 17 hours into the game so far. I'm 25% of the way done with like the whole entire game of like doing like everything, not just like main quest, like
completing the game,
completing the whole entire game. 25% took me 17 hours. So
awesome.
Staying on pace like that, round up to 20. I mean, we're looking at like a solid 100 hours.
Yeah.
For the game, possibly.
Yeah.
Is that math correct?
80 hours.
80 hours
would be like if you rounded it to 20 times 4.
You're right.
But still, like 100 hours isn't out of the question. You don't know how hard.
Yeah, it's gonna get harder and stuff could take longer.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if I put 100 hours into it.
That's about how long it I think took me on my
Dark Souls stuff?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. In Dark Souls, you get to the end of the game, and then you do a New Game Plus, where everything is harder, but you keep the same character.
Oh, okay.
So it's not really just as hard as the first time you played it, but in ways it's harder, which is like sort of hard to explain.
I know what you mean.
And then you can... I could be wrong on this, but I think you can continue doing that.
Just
and
gets
it's
harder
like
and harder and harder.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
the game's been great, and what I liked was, so there are so many different accessories, like so many different hats, like style looking hats, face mask stuff, scarves, outfits.
And you're only 25% of the way.
Like robes, like I mean, there's so many skins that you can customize how your person wants, like how your wand wants, like everything. But at first, I was like, this kind of sucks because, you find out something at chest is this outfit. And each outfit does have perks to it. Defense, offense, like your stamina, health, like it builds it up. But, my character had, a bright green top hat with big goggles and a puffy striped jacket
you look like a clown.
with a tuxedo like underneath. I look so stupid. But my health is really good.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I look so stupid. This sucks. I don't want to wear this because I don't look good. Like.
So what do you do?
So, you assign like the highest like level like hat. I want this hat because it's the most like nicest or not. It's the highest defense. Gives you the highest defense. You click that. Now you're wearing a green hat. You can go back to that, and instead of selecting it, you just hit X, which says change appearance.
Yeah.
So then, all the past stuff that you've unlocked, what it looks like, you have those still.
Yeah.
And then you can change the appearance and make it look like.
Yeah.
Or you can also you do no hat.
I was gonna say, if you didn't say that they did that, I was gonna say a lot of games do that.
You can do. I'd never played a game that does that.
I gotcha.
So you can do like I can assign the hat, but then make it like invisible. That I'm not wearing a hat if I don't want to wear it, but I still have those points from the hat. I'm like, this is great. So I can literally be wearing just my normal school like Hufflepuff like robes, and have like health stuff.
Yeah. See, people don't realize, like, we grew up in a gaming era where that wasn't a thing.
That's not a
thing. You looked like a fool.
And guess what?
And you would just wear like a savage.
You took it, and you're like, whatever.
I looked stupid, but until I beat this game, I need to look dumb.
And it wasn't until, like, I beat the game, where, like, the top tier armor was...
And you had
like,
all the pieces.
Was, like, all the pieces, and you looked good. Yeah. Like, you had the full, like, gold-plated armor or something. You're like, I'm looking good now. So yeah, that has been like the best thing about accessories. I get like really into it where in the way you look has no effect of like I said, I'm wearing robes and my health. Let's just say my health is 100%. But there's also I can put on a full set of armor, but my health is still going to stay like 100%. It's not going to boost it up. I'm just changing the appearance.
Gotcha.
So that doesn't help it. But I still, when I go to like ride my broom, I'll just purposely put on gloves and then my like big goggles and stuff, and then like a flying like outfit.
Some games
I do that.
Some games even have like when I'm on this vehicle, make me look like this. So like,
oh, that's cool. So I should hop on it like.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be cool. Yeah. So I have to manually like change every time, which I just find fun. And then if I go into like I'm about to like duel someone, I put like dueling outfit and stuff.
You get changed.
There's seasons in it. Like it was the summer, so I was wearing light clothes, and now it's winter. But there's no temperature like effect to your body. Like you can't get cold or hot in the game. But I'll still put on like a scarf, a big hat, puffy coat. Like if I'm like out.
So the game goes through seasons.
Yeah.
Wow.
Goes through seasons. Cool. Yeah. So I'll do that. Right. I was in the summer, and now it's like springtime. Like again, like a little.
Is it based on your gameplay?
Yes, as of right now, yeah, it is. But I think
not
eventually,
like the time in the game.
It's dependent on like as I played the game.
Like, is it more so unlocked by the story?
Story.
Okay.
Unlocked by the story. That's what I would say. Yes. The farther I do, the more quests I do, the farther I get into it, the more seasons are like. I think the more quests I do, eventually it's going to turn to winter. Like, we're going to get a lot of snow because it's going to be like, because I'm in the school year.
Gotcha.
So I started off like summerish, and now I'm in the fall, and now I'm going to hit winter. Like,
but like, so I guess this also I might not even be in the ballpark here, but like, is it just a game that you can play without progressing the story? Like,
got it. Yes. So you mean there's main quest, and can I do stuff outside the main quest?
Yeah.
Like whatever I want to do.
And does that help change the seasons or no? Okay. So like you could be stuck. You could not do the main quest, and the season would be the same for. Yeah. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I. So it does. I gotcha.
But getting on that like quest and stuff is, I'll set a quest and I'm heading to it, and like, dude, the world's big, it's solid, and I mean, you can go walk all through Hogwarts, and it's like non-loading time generation, like going from room to room. Like if I leave the dark arts room, go to the hallway, I just open the door and I'm there. Like there's no black screen, and then you're there. Like you open it up and you see the door open, you're in the fucking hallway.
Yeah.
You go downstairs, you go outside the castle. You're outside the castle now. Like it's all there. It's all loaded.
Yep.
I mean, the only time but if I teleport, then that's where I get like a quick screen for like 5 seconds, and then I'm at like teleportation thing.
Gotcha.
There's a loading screen for teleportation.
Huh.
Is what it does. But I like will like set my like okay like quest is over there. I'll like walk to the quest and I'm like, oh what's that over there? Like halfway like walking to the quest, I like veer off like next thing I know I've done like 6 side quests and everything.
Yeah.
So what's funny is I'm 25% of the way. I'm like I'm level like 23, 24, and like the next quest I have to do, it says like to do this quest you need to be at this level. So I'm at 23 and it's like you need to be at level 7 to do like this next quest. I'm like, so I get to these quests right now and I'm just fucking OP because I know so much and I've done so much. I'm so good at it. Like what the fuck? Like, dude, but you should know all this already. I'm like, dude, just because all I'm doing is side quest.
No, that's
like
that's funny. It's fun to play like that.
Yeah,
for some people, I enjoy it.
Yeah, I know. I'm exploring everything, and the game has so many puzzles.
Oh, really?
So many types of puzzles and so many different quests and stuff like that. I mean, and apparently I found out that each house has their own quest, like
quest line.
Yeah, to the house. So I'm doing stuff for Hufflepuff, but let's say when I beat the game, I change houses and do Slytherin.
Mm-hmm.
I'll still have similar like side quests and like similar quests itself.
Yeah.
But it will be a little bit different with different people and like different stuff I do.
Interesting.
Yeah, and there's quests that only like Slytherins can do.
So is there 4 houses?
Yeah.
So you have 400 hours of gameplay you got to get to?
Pretty much, like that's how much I could put into if I like wanted to. Crazy.
That is pretty wild.
Yeah, what I want to do is look at the challenges, the game challenges, and like look at all those.
The trophies, basically.
Yeah, the trophies. Yeah, and then see like, what can I do? Can I get every trophy? What's it called? Isn't that a thing we call
on PlayStation? It's platinuming.
Yeah, platinuming. I want to do that.
Yeah, you get the platinum trophy.
But the game's been great. Storyline's decent, I'd say. Flying's really fun. It's a little tricky, like the mechanics of it took me a while. Like it's pretty sensitive, like the left and right. Like you can like kind of play like drifting. Like, you got like really kind of be easy with it.
I got you.
But yeah, dude, it's good. I'm just so happy about it. I played all last weekend. Like Grace got so pissed. She was so mad.
Yeah.
Friday night came like 5:00. Literally got on. And she said, you want to do anything? I'm like, and I told her like this, like a week in advance, like not like week of, like a week before. I said, hey, just so you know, next weekend, Friday and Saturday, I am gonna be just playing this game the whole time. Like I'm not gonna do anything with you at all.
You can sit here and watch.
And like, if you want to spend time with you, you can sit on this couch or sit in the chair and read a book or something if you want to be my presence. But I'm playing this game. I've been waiting 2 years for this. She said, okay, yeah, I get it. Like, have fun. Comes around, it's like Friday. She's like, you want to do anything? I'm like, no, I'm playing. She's like, you don't spend any time with me? I'm like, I literally told you a week ago, I'm doing this. Don't take this away from me. Don't you dare. Saturday comes around, I wake up, I do some quick chores around the house, vacuum, whatever she wants to be done. I do it all. 12:00, I'm on. I play. Like,
I'm on.
I for Friday, started playing at 5, went to bed at 2:30. Grace, I get in bed and Grace is pissed. She's like, are you just getting in bed? I'm like, yeah, I am. I fucking love it. I don't care. Get in bed at 2:30, wake up at 9, do chores for like a little bit, and then back on at 12, play till 12.
12 to 12?
12 to 12, noon to midnight. Because I was like, I'm going to church in the morning. Like, I don't feel like being dead tired in church. Like, so.
That's crazy. Isn't that more than 17 hours?
Maybe. No, well, because you do 12, and then I put in... Oh, maybe I do have over 17 hours. I do.
But that's the majority of when you played?
Oh, yeah. So I only played for those 2 days, and I played like a little bit. No, I didn't play at all on Sunday because I had just shit I need to do. And I haven't played at all like this week. But Grace is leaving for Atlanta tomorrow. So guys are doing it again.
You.
Me, all literally Friday, 5 to 2:30. Maybe 3. Maybe not go to bed. Fuck it. Okay. And then Saturday, all day. Literally not gonna leave this couch.
Dude.
I'm not gonna leave this couch. I'm playing it the whole entire time. I'm trying to put in like 24 hours. I'm trying to put in like at least 20 hours this weekend on this game.
You can do it.
Like, I don't care. Though, it doesn't get boring. No. Like, don't you
Not
feel
at
bad?
all.
Don't you feel bad about yourself? Absolutely not. I feel actually very good about myself when I do it.
I feel
Like,
much better.
I feel internally happy. So happy. Like,
Oh my gosh.
but yeah, Grace was just like on Saturday too. She's like, especially at night, she's like, all you've been doing is playing the video. Like, you don't want to, like, can we go out to dinner or something? I'm like, no. I told you this is what I'm doing. I gave you a 2-week notice on this. Like, I put in a job. It's my PTO request. I've been waiting 2 years, so you're not going to take this away from me. So I'll be going on next week. I went, that's not my problem. That's not my problem.
That sounds even better.
That's not my problem. You knew this game was coming out this week. You cannot be mad.
That is so funny.
But yeah, dude. It's been good. It's been good. I'm loving it. Yeah. So I know I did still talk about it a fuck ton, but
Not that much.
report back more on it maybe in the future.
Definitely after this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put in some mad work.
All right, I want to come over.
Yeah.
But Friday night, we're, I think, going out for, or no, I don't think, I know. We're going out for a friend of Sarah's, a coworker's husband. We're going to his birthday party. We're going to karaoke.
Fun.
And, going to a Mexican restaurant. But then Saturday, I'm more than likely, it's 95% confirmed that we're going to get a dump truck from Todd's work, get compost.
Oh, damn it.
Down.
Thought we're getting
get rid of. Well, we might be able to do that while we have it.
Oh, dude, you need help?
Well, I don't know. If you mean, I don't want to ruin
Oh,
the
no.
game.
Oh. For you, I was like, Grace? Nah.
It's so funny because Sarah watches the podcast. She's like, I'm glad Grace doesn't watch these because. Yeah. But
Good
anyways, I'm not sure. Maybe.
Okay,
I mean,
well, let me know.
it depends. What do you,
Give me an hour notice.
give me an hour notice. I got you. But we're hopefully gonna get at minimum 10 or 15 yards of compost to Knott's Island, and maybe maximum 20 to 30 yards.
Nice.
If we do 2 trips. But yeah, so I'll be doing that, and then Saturday night though, I'm supposed to be going over to Colson's to we need to really work some numbers on a spreadsheet to get down with that, but maybe I could come over and hang out, and then I could do that Sunday.
Just let me know. Whatever. I'll be here. You know where to find me.
But yeah, we'll figure something out.
Dude.
Because that sounds fun to just watch.
Dude, it
I'll
is.
just bring some weed.
Oh my god, it's so good. Well, on Friday night, made a cookie. And that's the reason why I stayed up till 2:30.
No, exactly.
I was like, oh, fuck. It's 2:30. And I was like, Grace is going to be pissed. Maybe 30 minutes more. It got to the point I was like, it was really funny because it got to 2:30 and I started getting a little I was on the come down of
yeah.
I was starting I had the Snuggie on. I was in the corner right there getting curled up, and I was like, it's 2:30. Man, do I fall asleep down here? Do I go upstairs and get Grace pissed, or do I just not go to bed and keep playing? Do I just pull an all-nighter? Is it worth it? And I was like, ugh. Nah, it's not worth it. I should at least get 5 hours of sleep, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, but...
That's too funny. That could you imagine in the Snuggie you're just laying down?
Oh,
and Grace gets up in the morning what are you doing? I told you.
I came upstairs. You didn't. See, I slept with you, and then I left early. Yeah.
And then I got tired, so I went to sleep.
Dude, but it's been a great game. Like I said, it's everything I could hope for. With it, I'm just so satisfied. Any other things from you? I got one other thing.
I don't think so.
That I want to talk about was quick life update with stomach.
Okay.
Hospital. If you tuned in last episode or 2 episodes ago, whenever.
That's the ER trip.
ER trip, that's right. So I went to my gastro guy today. Yeah, actually. So it was just a consultation thing. They're gonna do some stuff. So next week. Next week on Wednesday. So maybe we'll shoot. Maybe we shoot the podcast like on Wednesday night or something. Wednesday morning, I'm going to be going to swallow a robot pill. A camera pill. Just swallow that bitch is good. Take pictures of all of my stomach and all through the intestines, like everything.
And then you're going to poop it out.
Well, yeah, he says...
And just sends it remotely.
No, I wear this like necklace thing that it transmits to is like what it is.
Okay.
But he's like, yeah, like if you can... You need to like kind of look for it. I need to ask him. I need to make sure like if he wants it back or not, like the robot, or if I can just like flush it, because he didn't say he wanted it back. But
it's a funny question to ask.
Yeah, I know. You want your robot that I pooped out? That? But he says you at least just need to look for it, because if you don't find it, then you probably need to do an X-ray just to make sure that it left your body.
I see.
Because it was like, yeah, it's actually still like lodged right there. I'm like, but yeah, it's
swallow another one to get that one
out. So I'm gonna do that, and then funny, weird enough, and I haven't put it to the test, but he asked me. He was like, yeah, you go hiking a lot, you in nature a lot, like you ever go up to the mountains? I'm like, I mean, yeah, I was like, but it's been like over a year now since I went up and went hiking like with you. He was like, okay, well, there is a chance, like I said, and it can take a long time to develop possibly, but a tick can bite you, and there's some type of disease that you get from a tick that can take a while. It's not Lyme disease. It's pretty much something that makes you reject red meat, and that was beef stew I had, and
you don't eat a lot of red meat.
I really don't eat that much red meat. That was my first time like buying fucking steak.
Have you tried eating some?
No, I haven't. But I made the joke to him. I was like, well, I'm just going to buy a steak tonight and eat it and see what happens. And he's like, well, they can do a quick blood test and I can come back.
I got you.
He said, I doubt it, but it is kind of weird that you only eat chicken and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I mean, I'll have like burgers in the summer. And he's like, yeah, but you like chuck roast, like ribeye, like an actual like meat, like steak thing. That's a little different sometimes. So maybe. Like, oh, wow, that could be interesting. So... That could be it. They said what's it called? They also want me to poop in a jar.
Mm-hmm.
Gift that to them.
Yep.
I said, all right. Weirdo.
Weirdo.
Don't sell it now. But he was like, well, we're gonna do those three things: pill, poop, and then test up for the tick thing. We'll do those three. And then if we're not feeling 100% after doing those, then we'll go up your butt and do a colonoscopy.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'd be your first one.
That will be my first one. Ripe age of 26. I kind of just want him to do it because I just want to see what the fuck's up there for the hell of it.
Let me know what this feels like.
Well, they put you under and you're out. And then you wake up and it feels like
just
you were asleep.
Looser.
Well, the guy said that it's just nothing. Like, you don't wake up sore or anything. Like, because it's not that big of like a... They're not shoving like a fucking... Like a water hose, you know, like... They said it's like that big. Like, there's like... Your poop is bigger than the actual like device that goes up. I was like, oh, okay. But they want to look for Crohn's disease. Possibly. He's like, I don't think it is. And then he said it could be celiac. The kid just kept naming off a bunch of these. I have no idea. But let's just do these three tests, and maybe that'll give us a better idea. And if not, then we'll actually go up there, get a visual, and that'll be kind of a last resort. If nothing comes off after that, then it's just like a managing thing where we just keep an eye on it. And if stuff happens, then we try to see what it was. But his bet right now is that it was had like a viral infection or bacteria infection that just happened. That was acute. That just happened there because it came on really strong and then left kind of like quickly. So he doesn't think it's like an actual like, disease or stuff. But we'll find out. So I'm gonna swallow
a robot.
Swallow a robot pill.
Nice.
But yeah. So
really, like, can you just implant it in my brain so that it just lets you know when I have problems next time?
I just want to know how big this pill is going to be.
It's that big.
I'm literally like choking on it, like, it's stuck. But yeah, so that's just going to be interesting. What sucks though about it is that I do have the 24-hour fast the day before. I'm not.
Robot doesn't like a full stomach or what?
So I have to not eat anything on Tuesday. Nothing. I'm allowed to have
water.
Liquid. Yeah, like water. I can have sodas and stuff like that, but like liquids only. Can't even have a smoothie. Yeah. I asked. I said smoothie. They're like, no. I'm like, fuck. They said nothing with pulp in it.
You got to drink Celsius.
They said I could drink beef broth if I wanted something with flavor, like a salty flavor. I'm like, what the fuck?
You should have just been like, I'll stick to Monster.
I was like, I'm just gonna drink some vodka. We'll be fine. But
not a good idea.
Not a good idea. But yeah, so I can't eat the whole day before, which is kind of a Debbie Downer. Like, that sucks to me. I'm like, fuck. I hate being empty. Like, the stomach feeling and being like, so I'm like, oh, that's brutal sometimes. So, but I guess I'll just be chugging maybe 2 gallons of water that day.
The day before the day, you better eat like 10,000 calories.
I know. Or, well, see, but if every time I do that, if I eat too much the night before, I wake up in the morning so hungry. So my stomach's like expanded, and now it's so empty. Now it's emptier than what it was.
Okay.
But
I feel you.
Yeah.
You're a smart guy.
And then they want me to take laxatives too, so I'm gonna be like fully cleaned out.
Oh, they're trying to literally empty you.
They need to be emptied out, cleaned out, flushed out. Swallow this bitch ass pill. 4 hours later, or they said 5 hours later, so at like noon, I can start having food.
So basically, your first shit should be the robot.
Yeah. Technically, you're right. It should be. I didn't think about that, but you're right. I wonder if they want it back or not. I wonder if
All right, so they walk you in. They're like, so you're going to shit in this bag when you're done with this for 2 days.
What's going to be
want all your shit for 2 days.
We're getting kind of TMI up in here, but what I'm more interested in is I want to see how fast the thing travels through me.
What is my metabolism like?
That's what I want. Dude, I swear there's some times, like, I won't have a piece of corn, for like months. I'll have a corn for dinner that night. It's there in the morning. Like, it's at 12 hours done.
Hey, you might be right.
Fucking machine over here.
You are a machine.
But yeah, so stay tuned. Come back for next week. After I swallow a robot pill.
That'll be a
pretty
fun
cool.
time.
Find out if a tick bit me and gave me a disease.
Where you can't eat red meat.
Can't eat any more red meat. This isn't the end of the world. It saves me a lot of money, to be honest.
Yeah, red meat is
expensive.
Yep, and it gets more expensive with inflation.
I know. Some people are buying whole ass cows lately.
Bro, I want to buy a whole ass cow.
People buy cow. It's
coastal cattle.
You buy a cow. It's like a
whole
1,000.
Cow, half cow, or quarter cow.
Is it $1,000 now? 1,500?
These cows at coastal cattle are, I want to say, almost 4,000, or maybe they're 3,000.
Maybe I'm undershooting.
1,000 for.
I forget. I may be undershooting it, but you get a whole ass cow for like $1,000, $2,000, whatever it is. But I mean, it's a lot of meat.
Dude, I want to do it
from it. I mean, and they butcher it and process it and vacuum seal it with all like your steaks, ribeyes here, your roast, your chucks, your ground like ribs, like every part of the cow.
Literally, the one at Coastal Cattle ends up being $10 a pound for all those different meats. Filet mignon, like you don't get like a ton of one different thing. You get a ton of a lot of different things, but
you just get the whole fucking cow.
Yeah, you get the whole cow. But dude, I want to do it.
I know. If you got deep freeze too, like that's like what you do. Like because they just vacuum seal it all and then you just put it in the freezer and then when it's ready to use, they said just take it out, defrost it, and you're good.
So our first meal back will be cow for Benton from his robot.
Yeah.
Stay tuned next time.
God. So yeah, stay tuned next time. Tune in for Couch Surfing Podcast, Season 3, Episode 6 next week. This week is 5.
So
tune in for 6 next week. We'll see you there.
Peace.